Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Subsistence. Today, we are just down here at the outpost. I would like to get a cougar outpost going down here. However, we just simply don't have any resources, any material, anything like that we can use. I've already chopped that tree this morning. I was headed out to do some tree chopping to gather some wood, and then I realized that the whole reason we're down here is for obsidian. So instead of spending a day in between looting, I should be able to head out to some of these stone and grab some obsidian, just so we'll be able to, work on some of the electrical things, get some power and things going. I really need to get some cougar stuff going because we need to be able to kill some of those so that we can craft the winter clothing. We do need it, and winter is coming very swiftly, even though, like, currently it's hot out. We're in July, so winter is coming, guys. Everything freezes over. It gets super, super cold. There are days when it's difficult to get out because it is so cold. So there is that. We are going to need solar panels and things down here so that we can have a fridge down here for food. So we're able to get down here and stay pretty comfortably without having to hunt and fish throughout the day and night. The biggest issue we're having right now is that we don't have any carbs or anything, so hopefully today we can find some. If we only just find a few kelp, that would be better than nothing. I'm gonna have to go around to grab this crate. If you hear my laundry in the background, guys, it is Monday and it just has to get done. Hopefully it doesn't interfere with the audio too much, but occasionally it does. So hopefully if the audio is not horrible, I can get this video out, and even if the audio isn't 100%, I'll still try to get it out, just so you guys will have a video today, and hopefully we can get back to recording pretty often, like at least 3 days a week. I know I say that, and then I'm never able to, but hopefully I can start recording a little bit in advance, and maybe be able to get a couple of videos out, at least 3 a week. Hopefully, that is the goal, to be able to record at least 3 days a week. And when we get moved, guys, I'm going to start streaming 2 days a week, hopefully. At least a couple of hours. They won't be horribly long streams, like 5 and 6 hours. At least an hour or two each, 2 days a week. I would love to be able to start doing that as well. So when we do move and I have a proper office space, then we'll try to do that, hopefully. I'm very hopeful that we can get that done. So the only thing that I know is obsidian is found near the snow line on the stone, but I have never really had any luck, unless something's changed, and I'm sure it has, but I've never really had any luck finding any type of ore in the snow line. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe they've just added this recently. I know obsidian is new to the game, guys. I get that part, but hopefully we'll be able to find some stone, or some obsidian. I know that there should at least be one on this rock, as big as it is. I mean, it's massive. But there isn't really an ore up here to be able to harvest it. So I don't know what's changed, or if anything has changed. Maybe I'm too high, trying to look up, too far into the snow line. Maybe it's actually just in the snow. I don't know. But hopefully we'll find some, and then we'll have at least a clue of where to look, where to search for these guys. I did want to come down here because, there's a lot more of the snow line down here, and then there's a lot more cougars. Unfortunately, guys, I didn't take into account that I don't have anything to build a proper cougar outpost with. And then I didn't bring a ton of ammo, so there's that. You know what, guys? That's a perfect way to die. And that deer is just going to stand there and die. That happened. So there's that. That bear seems a bit annoyed by the deer, so it just came over and killed it. At least it has dinner now, right? Something we don't have is some carbs. That's going to get pretty scary at some point. Maybe we'll find some kelp this morning. We'll do a bit of kelp dive in the pond near where we are, staying. We'll go down to the lake and try that as well and see if we can find some down there. But I'm not sure, guys, where to even look. I hope we're in the right area for this, and it's not like too far up into the snow. Like, we don't have to cross the mountain here to look for obsidian. because that would just be, you know, a little bit absurd in my opinion. Don't see anything up here at all, but we're going to keep looking. We're going to look until we at least find one piece, hopefully, if we're even looking in the right area. I don't know how far up into the snow, again, I need to search. We'll just make a day out of it. We'll loot and search for obsidian and search for, carbs and all that kelp. And then we'll do a little bit of exploring down here and opening up the map a bit further. Okay, maybe if I just walk a bit, my stamina won't decrease so quickly. Might be a bit too high in the mountain as well. I know that there's cougars in this area, guys. I get it. At least down near the water's front. There's a cougar chance down there. I love the way the snow sounds in this game. I don't know what it is about it, but I really do enjoy it. Okay, so would obsidian be like on the face of this stone? Because it's covered in snow, but it's not necessarily like in the snow. Maybe this one down here? I mean, it has some snow on it. It just doesn't have a ton. Thought I heard a cougar. Definitely not trying to die to one of those today. I don't see any obsidian, guys. Maybe I'm definitely looking in the wrong area for it. I need some plant fiber, that's for sure. There's a bear over there. I mean, this stone could potentially have obsidian on it. There's snow on it as well. Okay, it doesn't. Oh, maybe it does. Who are you? You're an ore, but you're not the ore I'm looking for. You're iron. Again, if you hear my laundry, guys, I do apologize. Okay, looks like there should be some obsidian like right here. I mean, it sounds like there could be, but that's definitely not obsidian, or at least I don't think so, because I'm not getting the bar to destroy anything, and I'm sure obsidian is just another ore, like what we've already seen in the past with all the other ores. Okay, there's something up there. Is there not? No. It's just a peak of this stone here. Yeah. Nothing really up here. I know I'm going to have to search the map to make sure that I'm even in an area that has obsidian. Let's just check it since there's nothing really over here. No, we are not in an area that has obsidian over here at all. Let's just turn on the regions. I think I turned those off actually. Okay, obsidian would be not even over here at all. Okay, over in this part. A little bit further across, like over in this area. So that's a problem for me because we came over here looking for obsidian and there isn't any over here, or there's no chance of finding it over here. Okay, but at least we'll open up the map over here as much as we can. And, you know, that'll be lovely. Having some of this open down here would be very, very nice. Okay, so let's just look for some crates, some loot. Since we are down here anyway, guys, we might as well. Right? Thought I heard some low grumbling and growling. I know there's a cougar in this area, guys. I'm just not familiar exactly with where it is. When we built down here, the last full season that we did, I was pretty familiar with where they were. Even though we died to them like almost every single time that we came out hunting for them, we did die. But I did know exactly, or nearly exactly, where they were. The dying part was just my negligence on loading the gun or whatever the case may have been. crate across the water there. I do see it. Very lovely place down here as well, guys. It's just gorgeous down here. Really, really enjoy it. Okay. Another crate just here. There's always, you know, a good chance for loot down here as well. I do want to attempt to get over, like over here and see if there's any at all obsidian in the area. There's, nope, 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 not today. Okay, so the cougar is just up there. If you guys don't see it, it's right at the end of the arrow. It's just standing there with its tail doing all of its tail-end work. Yeah, I know that's not even proper words, but yeah. It's there. It scared me a bit because we are nowhere near ready to attempt that today. Again, I'm going to have to head over into some of the ponds and look for some kelp and things like that because we are really, really struggling for carbs and things like that. The fruits and vegetables, we need those desperately today. Okay, another crate. Finding a berry in one of these crates would not be the worst thing ever. An apple would even be okay. Unfortunately, we've not found any yet. Maybe we'll find some in the next crate or two, especially if we can find some of those medical crates, the medical supply crates. Those usually have a better chance of finding the fruits and veggies in those. Okay, so there's an ore up on that rock, I think. Hopefully there's not a cougar in the area, but if there is, you know, we're going to have to leave it. Okay. Some of you guys did agree with me that there should be the chance or the option for the new ores in the mining drill. And I agree with that 100% because if all the other ores are in there, that one should also be in there as well. Okay, so we have more iron here. So we're just going to grab that as well. And then we are going to another... Is there not another cougar over there? Somewhere? Did I just dream that up? I really thought I saw another one out of the corner of my eye. Apparently not. So if we... I mean, it's still fairly warm. We're 15°C. Pretty warm. If we go across this direction, and we get really high up into these mountains, is that what we need to do to find obsidian? Just stand here in the snow. Obsidian isn't even possible here, but it is over here. So let's just head on over, like, to these stone. I've been told it's very, very dark, like it's a black ore, which makes sense to me completely. Maybe there's a possibility for it on these stone. Oh, I didn't even know this was up here, guys. This is gorgeous. This is beautiful. I really enjoyed the look of that. Didn't even know that was a thing. I mean, tell me that's not pretty. That is lovely. Okay, there's more of those stones over here. This could potentially be on the side of the mountain that there needs to be, that we need to be to find these guys. I just don't see any. I don't even see the possibility of it. Okay. That was a bit noisy. Okay, so on the map, are we in an area? There's a high chance of obsidian in this area, guys. So we should hopefully find at least a couple here. It'd be lovely if we could. It really would be. There's a pig down there. That would be some meat. Unfortunately, we probably would die if we tried to kill it. Okay. Lots of stone here. checking these stone very thoroughly. There's a cougar down there as well. Darn it. Okay, we didn't get hurt. That was nice. Our stamina is like ridiculously low. We are struggling. We don't have any food. We have water. That's not going to help very much. We can always refill this canteen up here in the snow with snow. So we should be able to find obsidian here, guys. There's a very high chance of it as well in this area. Maybe I'm a bit too high. I don't know. Go down the mountain just a bit. Is that an ore over on that stone, or is that just somewhere where the snow hasn't covered? That looks to be the case. Just a place the snow didn't cover yet. Okay, so hopefully these are the stone that will have the obsidian that we need. Are you obsidian? Nope. Okay, maybe it's these stone down here? I don't know. What's that? Ooh, that's different. Never would have expected that. I've been told it's in the snow line. This is not necessarily the snow. But I'm very, very excited because now we know what it looks like. That's lovely. Very lovely. Ooh, there's more over here. We need it. Let's just run over here and grab it. Very, very nice, guys. Very nice. So the outpost isn't a complete waste over here because we can still grab obsidian even though we have to deal with those rogues down there. And cougars. We really have to fight the cougars for the obsidian, but that's okay. We will manage. Desperately need food right now. We are super, super hungry. Okay, so let's just head down by the pond. There's 2 ponds over here. We're going to attempt to head down by the pond. By both of them. Maybe even head over to the lake. I mean, we did get some obsidian. We got 7 pieces. We didn't get a ton. But now we are worried more about our food because we are starving. Our stamina is not recovering at all very much anyway at all. So we really want to worry about that because that is definitely an issue. Okay. Finding some more loot today would have been nice, but that's okay. We'll manage. We want to look for kelp down here. If we find like a pearl or 2, we'll definitely attempt to, grab those. The snow in the canteen should melt at some point and turn into just, murky water that we have to cook. So there's that. I don't see any real threat around this little pond here at the moment. So we're going to search for kelp. We're going to search for pearls and all of that loveliness that we need. Because we do need pearls and sandstone. So that's, a thing we're going to have to deal with. Let's just try to get as much of it as we can while we're down here. Unfortunately, we're going to have to fish a lot tonight because we did some fishing last night, but we didn't catch a ton of fish. It did take forever, and we didn't really catch anything. Okay, so there's some kelp over here. There's 4 or 5 pieces, which is nice because we need it. There's some sandstone here as well. Okay, we're doing okay. Let's grab the sandstone. There's a pearl behind us as well. We'll try to grab that also. I think there's even some more kelp to my left currently. Definitely another piece over there, I think, unless it despawns. Let's just try to grab the pearl and get up and get some oxygen because we need it. And I thought there was a piece of kelp over here somewhere. Right there. And was there another piece just over here? There is, but I think I'm going to need some oxygen to grab it. Okay, so that's pretty nice. We did get a pearl. We got some sandstone. We did grab some kelp, which is lovely because we need it. I'm just going to stand out here and eat it. 5 pieces, guys. Didn't do very much of anything at all for us. So we are really going to have to look for more of that down in the lake area. We're going to have to do more fishing as well. There's usually, and always was, some crates in this particular area when we were down here. Probably because we've not explored it yet or opened it up on the map. We haven't been in this area before. It's just taking them a bit longer to spawn in. That's potentially why there's not as many crates down here. I mean, the plant fiber and stuff is pretty abundant, and that's lovely. And I'm sure I'm probably missing things, recording, doing commentary, all of that loveliness. I'm sure that I'm probably missing a couple of things. If you hear Copper out roaming around, guys, you know, he's just doing his thing on Monday, which is mostly sleep, but he's still, you know, out and about. Okay, this is a crate as well. Didn't even notice it at first. So we did find a berry in there, and those, the bandage was nice. Those nails are also lovely. The blueberries were very, very nice and very much welcome at this point because, you know, we don't have a lot of food. An ore just here looks like iron as well. Very much loved finding the obsidian. Didn't realize we didn't have to go all the way up into the snow to find it. And didn't realize it's not even available on the side of the map that we were originally looking for it on. That's okay. I just assumed it's snow line, guys. There will be obsidian. But unfortunately, that is not the case. Obsidian is very obvious. I mean, it's obvious that it's an ore. It is very differently shaped, but that's okay. Not all the ores have to be exactly the same. And I can kindly understand why the obsidian isn't in the mining drill, but the other ones I feel like they should be. The obsidian is a very hard ore, I think. To my understanding it is. I may be completely crazy. But to my understanding, it's a very, you know, hard ore. So it would destroy your mining bits, you know, to be able to get that, if I'm not, you know, completely wrong on that front. I don't claim to know all the hardness of, you know, all the ores and minerals and all of that. So I could be completely wrong. So my knowledge of obsidian comes from games. I really don't know anything about it. We built right here last season. There should be some more kelp here, hopefully. Pearls would be lovely as well. Any type of food would be nice at this point, guys, because we are starving. We're going to have to head home as soon as it, you know, becomes daylight out, because we do have tomatoes and things back at our base. So we're going to, you know, have food there. But unfortunately, we just don't have it down here right now. And it's not like before, guys, when you could just bring food that didn't go bad. We don't have the ability to make jams yet, or we could do that. You know, preserving them, making them into jams is basically it. For, you know, bringing fresh fruits and veggies out with us. Protein is another thing that you can't really carry with you. So, you know, basically have to have a fridge in every location, which is okay as well. When we start getting power up and going, then we'll, you know, definitely be able to bring a fridge down here and keep food for ourselves. A little bit more kelp over here is nice. Not a big fan of the way that it, you know, goes blurry. I know that was a recent update, but I'm not a big fan of it. And that's okay. You don't have to be a fan of every single thing that a developer puts in a game. Like, I'm definitely not a fan of the amount of plant fiber it takes to do anything these days. But, you know, that's what the developer wanted. So if we're going to play the game, we're going to have to deal with it. more kelp over here, guys. I know that this is not a kelp episode. I get it, but we really don't have any other way of surviving at the moment. So we're just, you know, swimming, looking for pearls, looking for sandstone, trying to grab as many things from the lake and from the ponds as we can just to try to survive it. We're very low on carbs, fruits and veggies, whatever the game decides to call it. We're very low on that. So in order to survive, we're going to have to really, really have a lot of these things just to make it. I'm going to try to make my way home in just a minute. And we're really having to dive deep for this stuff as well. This is ridiculous to find kelp. It really is. But anyway, we're definitely going to have to, you know, make it home tomorrow. We're going to take a health hit just here because I'm stuck in the mud. Yep. Definitely took at least one hit. I'm going to try to eat more of this kelp that we've been finding. So I think we're doing much, much better now. Yeah, we're in the green now, guys. We're doing great. So we have kelp to sustain us throughout the night as well, which is lovely because it doesn't keep for very long. And that's okay. We're going to try our best to get back to our outpost. So we're definitely going to head home. There's a strawberry. That's lovely as well. I mean, we've done a pretty good loop around everything down here, but we're going to be getting home in the dark, and that's not good. Because I know that there are rogues next to us. They're just across the pond from us. That's not good at all. So what I am going to do is try to cross the water over here and then go up the other side of the stream. And hopefully that doesn't annoy them enough to where they feel like they have to chase me, because I really don't want that. We did have to kill one of those guys yesterday. It wasn't a lot of fun for me. The fortress base was just over here in that season 2. Okay, I'm not seeing any blueberries. I'm really just running home, guys. Just trying to get home before it gets too late. So what I'm going to do is just head home, and then at first light, I'm going to head back to our base. You might see me going back home in the next episode. You may not. I might just pick up, you know, from there in the next episode. But anyway, guys, I am going to end this one here. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate all of your support on this channel and on this series as well. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you're looking forward to future episodes, and I can't wait to catch you guys in the next one. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day.